Welcome back to
Dang.
Loser a Lot. Oh,
Podcast. Yep.
with your host Simon Quay and no co-host.
Ben Johnson.
This is the podcast where we solved racism, figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
We ended it completely.
Mm-hmm.
Now, black people have the right to vote,
Yes.
and white people do not.
Yeah. I mean, just look at Kanye and Trump. I mean, what better example to set?
Exactly. Those are true best friends.
Mm-hmm.
And you're looking at the next Kanye and Trump.
Exactly. The next Men in Black.
Oh, don't give that away.
Oh.
Yeah. Oops. Well, they don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But anyway, today is a very, 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 very,
Yes.
very special episode. Not because Ben is here, but it's the 1 year anniversary of the podcast, which, you know, you might be like wondering like, oh, why isn't Matthew here? Or why isn't Elijah here? Two co-host members. I don't know. I can't give you a good explanation. But anyway, instead of just leaving you with no podcast, I'm here with Ben.
Yep. Came through
One
after
of my
work.
one of my good friends. Known him since middle school.
Since soccer
Fifth.
with your dad as a coach.
Oh yeah, since what, third grade? I guess that's what, second grade?
It was a long time ago.
That's when we were like 8 or 6, something like that.
Yeah.
Known each other a long time. And I always wanted to get Ben on here, but I just wanted the perfect timing. So, why not do the 1 year anniversary? Even though he's never, I mean, he's a huge fan. So
I am a huge fan. Dedicated listener. I love the podcast.
yeah. What are your 2 favorite episodes?
I told you this. It's the Jaden DeRose Smith episode, which is no longer with us.
No, rest in
And
peace,
the Kassar Amber,
Amber.
however the fuck you say
Yeah,
it.
shout out Kassar.
Shout out Kassar, yeah, wherever you are, man.
Yeah,
Ain't seen you in a
holding
minute.
down Dansville.
Yep.
But yeah, so I just wanted to say, you know, this is the 1 year anniversary. So I just want to say thank you to all of our fans that are listening to us right now. If it's on YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, anything. I don't know what the camera to look at, but
I know, yeah.
but I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. You know, I wish Elijah or Matthew were here, but I'll just give my side of the story, you know. Basically, the reason why I started this podcast is because, you know, I always listened to podcasts, and, you know, I was like, man, I can do that. No, but I always talk to Matthew. Like, cause my job, I work at a golf course and I just clean golf carts, and you know, I just, you know, usually like, you know, I'm by myself, you know, and I just talk to Matthew. Me and Matthew used to just talk on the phone, and I always listen to podcasts. And I'm like, why can't I start my own podcast with Matthew? And then we were gonna call it. I was supposed to get my other friend Zach, and we were gonna call it 3 Guys and a Mic, but Zach didn't want to come on, so I just did Matthew. So then we were gonna call it 2 Guys and a Mic, but then we're like, no, that's just stupid. So then we called it Loser Island, because most of the time on the weekends, this is like what, freshman, this is our sophomore year.
Yeah, that was sophomore year.
Most of the time on the weekends, we would just stay home, not do anything. I'll be over here playing 2K, or I'll go to his house and we play 2K. And, you know, we just do nothing. Like, we weren't partying. We weren't, you know, just chilling, whatever. So I was like, you know, why not just, you know, spend our weekends doing something instead of doing nothing? So then we started the podcast, and then it turned out the first one we uploaded did really good.
That was really good. Yeah, I remember it was like 500 plays or something.
It got to 1.3K.
1.3K?
And
that's really good, yeah.
Yeah, and then the other ones just, no. They dipped down. But I think a lot of the reasons why it dipped down, not only was the first one horrible, like bad.
It wasn't that bad.
I mean, for a first podcast, yeah, like, I'll give it some shit. Like, I wouldn't recommend listening to it, but like, I would recommend listening to the recent ones we've done. But the reason, like, I didn't know what a podcast was. So first one, audio is horrible. You can only hear me, and it sounds like Matthew was like in the other room screaming, trying to talk. So that's like number one. Like, people, like, it was just not good. Like it just didn't feel good to your ears. And then second, people thought it was a song. Like, people didn't know what a podcast was.
Yeah.
So like, people thought like, oh, it's just like a song or whatever. And then they listened to it, it's like 50 minutes. Like, this is not no song. It's just 2 people talking. So it's just like, you know, and obviously, not everybody can not everybody's gonna listen to the podcast. I understand that, but for the people that do listen to this, I'm very grateful for you guys. You know, I could like, no one has to listen to this. You know,
Yeah, they're all.
I
their
could
own
literally
time.
get 3 to 4 plays, but you know, sometimes when I see 50 or 30 views, you know, like, you know, I gotta be humble. Be like, yeah, you know, I could be like someone that gets, like, I know a friend who does a podcast. He, like, literally no one listens to it. Like, no offense, but no one listens to it. And you know, some people DM me from out of state.
Yeah, I remember when I remember
Yeah.
when that happened.
Some people DM me from out of state. I don't know if they still listen to now, but they're like, I listen to your podcast. And, you know, they probably don't listen now.
Maybe.
Maybe
Maybe
who
they
knows?
just found it on the Explorer or something.
Yeah, no, yeah. That's how some people find us out.
Yeah.
Because Loser Island is just a compelling name. But
Yeah.
anyway, so yeah, you know, some people DM me from out of state, like, you know, I listen to your podcast. I think you're funny, and I'm like, thanks. And you know, I want to say thank you to everybody that's contributed and that's been on. You know, to the consent wall. I can't show it now, but
Yeah.
basically, thank you to everybody that's been on. You guys are really good, except for Jackson and Ty. They weren't that good. That's the only podcast regret. No, I'm gonna talk my shit today. Basically, the highs and lows. The high of doing the podcast, the best podcast in my opinion. I mean, other than this one. You know.
Yeah. Best one.
This
Best
is the
one right here.
Well, other than this one, my favorite podcast, personally, me and Elijah have different ones. My favorite one is the one I did with Trevor and Nico, Tyler Bayless and Mitchie, and the one is called "The Government Doesn't Want You to Listen to This." And those are my 3 favorites. I can't speak on Elijah. I think he said one of his favorites involves Brock.
You guys had Brock on this?
Yeah, we're gonna have to get Brock back on because Brock, they're in the state playoffs. So, you know.
Oh yeah, that's a big one.
That's gonna be a good one, yeah. And none of the ones with Matthew, basically. No, just kidding. Matthew's the 2 episodes, the 3 episodes we did. One of them I just privated. No one's ever listened to that one, but the one I just privated. I mean, the 3 that we did. They're. I think you need failure to have success.
Mm-hmm.
So once again, I just want to say thank you to all our listeners and to the people that came up to me and said like, "Yo, Simon, where's the podcast been at?" Like, you know, because we haven't uploaded in 3 weeks. And then again, it's our fault, you know. Me and Elijah, we just need to, you know, got to record and get more dedicated to this again because I really enjoy doing these. I think this is awesome. Getting friends on, you know, other losers just like me, and recording this just for the future, or maybe I'll forget and not remember. But anyway, though, let's get to Ben, our guest here.
Okay.
So next week when I get my Elijah back on, we'll talk about the 1 year anniversary. But I don't want to. We came here for Ben. So Ben, do you even know how we met? Because I don't. Other than the soccer, we went to the same school, right?
We talked in 8th grade, but you
No.
were not that fond of me.
Yeah. So
Fun fact, Simon actually used to hate me. Simon hated me.
you know that saying where like your friend group changed up
Yep.
when you go to high school? That's Ben right here. Because if you would have told me 8th and 7th grade that you would have been really good friends with Ben Johnson, I would have been like,
The fuck?
exactly. I have been like, get out of here. Like, stop playing. And there's a reason for that. See, my friend Tyler, you know, rest in peace. No, he's not dead.
I went to Chicago, right?
Yeah, no, I was joking. But my friend Tyler, shout out to Tyler Bayless if you're listening to this.
Yeah, shout out Tyler Bayless too.
He hated Ben.
Yeah, I don't know why.
We all know why.
I was retard. I'll be honest. I was such an idiot.
I don't think you can say those words anymore. It doesn't matter. Anyway.
Yeah, whatever.
But anyway, my friend. What are you pointing to?
Oh yeah. They can't see it.
What?
The just the straight line of just silence.
Oh yeah, that's the audio, whatever.
Yeah.
But basically, my friend Tyler hated Ben in 8th grade, and you know, me and Tyler are boys, you know, so I'm like, hey, if you don't like him, I don't like him either.
Mm-hmm.
So then, you know, Tyler's just like, yeah, sure. So now I didn't mess with Ben. Even weren't we in the same math class freshman year? Remember Miss
Miss Cosby?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
we were kind of
were chill. Like,
yeah, we were talking.
We were talking, but
Yeah.
we were like friends. Like, you know.
Yeah,
like,
we like talk. Like
it was
it was like those classes
mutual thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have one class. You know, I didn't hate Ben. Like I never had a reason to hate Ben. It's just like I just didn't like if it just came to talking to him, I would just turn the other way. Like I wasn't trying to mess with Ben. And then Tyler left to Chicago last year, so he won't be on the podcast. But yeah, he left. And then, Ben, when Tyler left, Ben left too. Well,
Yeah.
Ben, let me explain this. Ben left during the school year to go to Lansing Catholic, to a
Yes.
different school, basically. And then Tyler stayed. But then during the summer of our sophomore year, Tyler left, and then Ben came back.
Mhm.
So then me and Ben, how do we even start talking again?
I'm trying to think. I'm thinking of this right now.
How? That's just the gap that I don't know. How?
I think it was.
No,
something.
I think this is how. So basically, we had a streak.
I said something about the podcast. I was like, bro, this podcast is crazy. Like, this is such a cool idea. Like, this is freaking dope, man.
And then we started streaking on Snapchat.
Yeah.
And then I remember. This is the night where I think we became friends. When you stole your sister's car at like 3 a.m. in the morning, and then you picked me up and we went to McDonald's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's where it's.
I know that was my dad's car. That
Your
was
dad-
the
your dad's
Infiniti.
car.
Yeah.
He stole the car. Like
Borrowed.
Yeah, he borrowed the car.
Had my permit, so
Yeah.
I mean,
I drove. Don't worry, guys.
he drove on the highway. I drove to McDonald's.
Okay, but yeah, so
Took us like 20 minutes to find one.
I was playing like a video game all the way up until 3 a.m. It's the weekend, grinding, and I was really hungry, and I was like, I don't want to get like no snacks. I want food.
Yep.
So then Ben just posted something on his story where it's just like, he went for Meyer.
Yeah, I was at Meyer, and you were like, "Yeah." I
was like,
went
yeah,
and got
like, I was like,
groceries.
bro.
I went and got some Lunchables. And
I was
some
like,
Mountain Dews.
man. I asked Elijah, I was like, hey, can you take me out to eat? He's like, nah. I'm like, I saw Ben say something. I'm like, let me see if this, let me see if he'll do it. I slide up. I'm like, hey, let's go to McDonald's. And he's like, sure. I was like, wait.
yeah.
I was kind of confused because I was like,
I was almost home too. I was like pulling onto my street, and then I just drove straight past.
I didn't think it was gonna happen. This is during the summer too.
Yeah.
This is during, so I didn't think it was gonna happen. But he said yeah. So I was like, all right, sure. Like, what's there to lose?
Yeah.
So I snuck out. Well, this is my first time ever. Oh, yeah, sorry, Mom. This is the first time I ever snuck out. So I snuck out through the window, jumped off the roof.
Yep. Left your smoothie.
Yeah, oh yeah. And we went to McDonald's and we ordered, and we left my smooth. Remember how we got back in?
Yeah, I boosted you up.
He boosted me up into my roof.
Yeah, that was pretty tough. That was not.
And then ever since then, the friendship was built.
Yeah.
We got a lot of crazy stories. Like your mom, remember?
Oh, you had to hide in the
Yeah.
Jeep. Yeah, that was.
Oh, that story.
That.
I was thinking the one where your mom called us and we were in Des Moines.
Oh, we were at Abby's.
No. Tell that story about how I had to hide in the Jeep.
Do you want the story about the Jeep or Abby's?
The Jeep, like that's a funnier one.
Okay, so basically, me and Simon we're sneaking out. Like we do this a lot. Like we're professionals, basically.
Professional
now.
sneak out. Sorry, Mom.
Yeah, but so we're sneaking out, and I go to pick up Simon with the Jeep, and right as we're about to go do something, I think we were going to a party. I think what was it?
No, we weren't.
What were we gonna go get food or
It
something?
was Sunday.
Oh yeah, we were gonna go get something to eat or something like that. I don't know. We were just gonna chill.
We wanted to see if there was a party, but
Yeah. But as soon as like we were driving around, my mom texts me. She says, "Where are you?" And I'm like, "Oh, I didn't open it." And then she says, "I saw the Jeep is gone. Get home right now." And I was like, "Oh shit." And I pulled up in the Jeep, and my mom was standing at the.
No, but this is the thing, guys. So I want to
Tell your part. Tell your
I'm in the
part.
passenger seat, right? Ben doesn't say anything to me. I'm like, oh, we're just stopping by his house. Where
Yeah.
we did you actually want to stop by your house or?
I think we did, and then my mom.
Okay,
like, said
he wanted
something.
to stop by his house for something, and then I was just like, okay, yeah. He gets the text. I thought it was someone. I thought it was like one of his friends or something like that. So I'm just in the passenger seat, just chilling. Just on my phone, just chilling.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yep. And then it's my mom. She says, "Where is the Jeep?" And I'm like, "Oh shit!" And then we see her walking.
Yeah,
To the door.
His mom was at the door with the lights on. But I didn't even see her, honestly.
Yeah.
At first, I didn't see her. And then Ben's just like,
That's my mom.
that's my mom. I was like, oh shit. He's like, but wait here, just wait here. You told me that. You're like,
Yeah.
wait here. I was like, okay, fine. Maybe he's gonna talk to her or something. I don't know what I was thinking about. I was like, oh, maybe he's gonna just talk about it or something. But then I don't know if she saw something or not. But my first reaction was like to like
Put the seat down. Seat was flat, gangster style in this passenger seat.
Because I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna get caught. So I'm like, I put the seat all the way back down, and I'm just chilling there. Well, not just chilling, but I'm like, my heart's like boom, 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 boom. Like I'm like, oh shoot, I might get caught or whatever.
It's like a Call of Duty mission.
Exactly. Because like I know if I get caught, it's GG. Because then he's like, oh, and then she's gonna contact my parents. My parents will be like, why are you up at like blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then it was just a bad situation. So like. Two things were playing out in my mind. I'm like, Simon, today you're either gonna get caught or you're gonna somehow get out of this scenario.
Yeah.
And I'm like, obviously not gonna get caught. I'm too
savage.
Too savage for that. Like I'm not trying to deal with my, whatever. So Ben leaves. He leaves the car and he goes inside the house. I was like, okay, maybe he's just gonna go get the stuff that he wanted to get. And then as I realized, I see someone walking out the house. It's his mom. And as soon as I see his mom walk out the house, I bolt. I get out the door.
She didn't see you.
I don't know how she didn't. It's because I'm dark skinned.
Yeah.
But I bolt out the door, start sprinting down the street, turn or take a right, and I started sprinting. Like I'm running like bro. If I raced against Usain Bolt, I would have won. Because I'm boom, like I'm running like a marathon or something like that. I'm just sprinting. Like I'm not getting caught. I'm not getting caught. I didn't even turn around. I was like, there's no way. And then as soon as that. I get a text from Ben. He's just like, bro, I'm so sorry, my mom. I was like, bro, whatever. Like, at that point.
Like, shit happens.
Like, yeah, like, I wasn't surprised. But, like, I wasn't mad either. Because, like, there's nothing he could have really done. It's like, because, it's not really his car. It's his sister's car. So, like, whatever. And then, but the worst part was, Ben lives, like, 3 to 4 miles away from me.
It's not 3. It's like a mile.
Not a mile run. That's not a mile run. Yeah. That's not a mile run.
Maybe 2 miles.
We'll say 3 through 2.5 miles, like somewhere around that distance.
Yeah.
And my phone was like on 3%. I had no data because I only have 2 gigs a month, and I had to walk home like that distance in nighttime, like 2 to 3 a.m. in the morning, and I was just like, this sucks. So yeah, me and Ben been through some crazy stuff.
Yeah, we've changed our tactics up a little.
No,
bit.
Yeah, we don't we don't take the car out no more. Like we just get rides because that's not it's not worth it. That's not worth the risk.
Yeah, especially because my parents are pretty chill with me and like they let me do a lot of stuff. Like I don't want to mess that up anymore.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, like it's just not worth it. But you came back from Okemos. How would you say Okemos is now in general?
I hated Okemos freshman year. Dreaded it. I had no friends. Nobody fucking talked to me. I was a weirdo. I'm going to be honest. I was a fucking weirdo. And I knew it.
Yeah.
And then I came back, and I feel like myself as a person, I've matured so much. People would like to disagree with me probably because I still do some funny shit. But if we can, let's all be honest here. I chilled out a lot. Like, things were a lot different freshman year. Yeah. And now, like, that I've, like, kind of gotten to, like, be kind of normal with everybody. Like, not super close with, like, that many people. Like, I mean, not as many people at Okemos as other schools. But, like, the people at Okemos, the atmosphere is not awful. I like my classes. Grades are good. Like, it's not bad. It's not the worst. It's not the worst thing that could happen to me.
Yeah. And,
it's a great school, yeah.
Great school. But, I mean, who did you not like at Okemos, unless you don't want to say names?
It's not who I didn't like at Okemos. It's just that I knew that people didn't like me. Like, I did not like anybody. Like, there was nobody that I specifically hated.
Yeah, and that, like, changed, like, it's kind of hard to be, like, trying to change your perception of people.
Yeah.
If everybody hated you.
Yeah.
So that's why, is that why you left Okemos your first time?
Well, I left Okemos the first time not because I hated it or anything. I mean, I didn't like it. I was pretty glad to switch, but because my mom wanted me to go to Catholic school, because freshman year, I was getting in a lot of trouble. I was doing stupid shit.
Yeah.
My grades, garbage.
Because, guys, like, I'm not, like, he just, out of nowhere, just, like, gone. Like, no one, like.
It was, like, one day. Like, I was there one day.
Yeah, one day he's here talking to us. Next day he's just, oh, yeah, I transferred. And I didn't even know you're gone. I thought you were just sick.
Yeah, my mom like sprung it on me like the day it happened, pretty much. She's
What did
like,
she say? Like you're enrolled?
she said, "You're gonna go shadow at Lansing Catholic, like go follow somebody." So I'm with my friend Griffin, good guy. Shout out Griffin Hotchkiss. And I shadow him in the school. Oh my, seeing everybody it was awesome. I loved Lansing Catholic. I love the people there. It was a great atmosphere. It was freaking awesome. But yeah, I shadow there, and then I get home and mom's like, "How you like it?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's pretty cool." And she's like, "Oh, good, because you're starting there tomorrow." I was like, "Whoa, oh, okay, all right," and it just happened.
Yeah. And how would you say your experience at Lansing Catholic was?
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Were you like
it was enriching.
quote unquote popular there, or like were you?
I wasn't like popular, but like people liked me. Like I had
Why do you think?
friends.
Why do you think people liked you more at Lansing Catholic than Okemos? Is it like because like you had a fresh start?
Yeah, and I think I knew people there too. Like just like the atmosphere there was a lot better because freshman year I just feel like nobody was like super open. Like people were like it was kind of like you had your friends. And
Exactly, like your friend groups.
Yeah,
friend group,
but like
and you don't talk that
people at Lansing Catholic, like everybody talks to each other. It's kind of wild. Like I was surprised. Like I didn't know high school could be like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And do you think like being from a Catholic school that like you, do you think like you learned anything like from like Catholic vibes though?
Like theologically,
Yeah.
like Christian wise,
Yeah.
Catholic wise. Yeah, I definitely did. I had a theology was a required class at Lansing Catholic. We had adoration every Friday, mass once a week. We had like different assemblies about God and things. Like, yeah, I mean, of course, I learned some good stuff.
Wait, hold on. I just have to do something. We can continue. My bad. I have to check the camera.
Yeah, but yeah, it was a cool experience. I liked it. I mean, other than that, I mean, it was basically regular school pretty much. We had the uniforms.
Oh, yeah. How does that like? So like you like wearing uniforms or no?
No. No way. Hated it. It's the worst thing. The pants were fucking terrible. They were like...
Wait, so when you wear a uniform, because I go to public school, so I don't know how they work.
Yep.
You wear the same pants? Or you
Same
have
pants every
different
day.
version pants?
You can wear khaki pants, khaki cargo pants, or black
Shorts?
pants. No shorts.
What
Not
about
not
same-
even on casual
Same
dress.
shirt, though.
We had a white shirt, a light blue shirt, like a powder blue, and then a dark blue, like navy blue t-shirt. And they were all polo button-ups.
Every day.
Every day.
What do girls wear?
They can wear khaki skirt. It's always a skirt, or you could wear pants as a girl. But like there was only like 4 girls that wore pants.
Yeah, that's kind of lesbian like.
Yep. Yeah. And you could wear it was a plaid skirt, a black skirt, or a khaki skirt, and those were pretty much your options as a girl. But they wore the polo shirts too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And since it's Catholic, don't you have to like? Is there interviews to get in, or you just went straight in?
No, as long as you're paying your tuition, you're in.
Oh, so they just care about the money.
Yep.
Well,
It's a very money-hungry school.
I mean, do you have any like good experiences or times you want to share about Lansing Catholic?
I mean, I don't know. Like the football games were great. Like the baseball Georgia trip. Shout out everybody on the baseball Georgia trip. That was lit. That was the time I got asked to leave.
Well, we'll talk about that later. But so all in all, you love Lansing Catholic, like your friends. And
I
everything.
liked it. Yeah, it was enjoyable.
And then you left Lansing Catholic. Like,
Came back here.
how many months was that? Oh no, wait, that was like
It was 1 year almost, exactly, pretty much.
wait, no, but you left Okemos like around what, like March, April, January,
I think it was.
and then you left. But did you finish the school year at Lansing Catholic, or did you?
Yeah,
you
at
did.
freshman year, yeah.
Okay, and then you started your but then summer you came back to Okemos, right?
Yep.
So, yeah. Sophomore year, guys. This I'm talking about sophomore, not freshman year, sophomore year. No, yeah, you did spend a year. My bad. I don't know what I'm tripping about.
Yeah.
You left freshman year. You spent your whole sophomore there.
I didn't spend my whole sophomore year up until spring break.
Oh, up until spring. Okay, that's
And then finished classes online.
okay. So you left your freshman year. Okay, so you did spend a year there, and then you come back. Why? I know why, but tell
Yeah.
them why.
So, I was on the baseball team. Great group of guys.
Go Cougars.
Go Cougs. Coug time. Yeah, but we were all on a spring break trip. It was the JV baseball, varsity baseball, and it was kind of like a big thing. Like, there was this one night where we were all out to dinner, and it was like everybody was in there, and Mrs. Toddy's son, Jake Toddy, funny guy, crazy guy. He's hilarious, but he gets pissed off pretty easily. So people we were kind of like teasing him a little bit, kind of going at him, and I was like tapping him. I was like, "Come on, man, come on!" Like, and then he got up and he started swinging at me, like not a lot, like a couple of times.
Yeah.
And then that happened. That was over. And then it was just like fighting pretty much.
But like, was any contact made? Like, did you connect any swings, or
I didn't swing on him. I was kind of like, hey, hey, hey.
And did he connect any swings on you?
I like one, like chest,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe a little bit on my neck.
But no face shots.
No serious face shots.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then what happened? So that happens, and then you continue back on the trip.
Yeah, like everything was fine, and then we got back, and it was first practice back from the trip, and our coach sits us all down, and he says that our athletic director is coming out to talk to us about something, and I'm like, oh,
What were you thinking? Wait.
I didn't know it was
Is this varsity or JV?
JV,
Okay, so wait.
and then he comes out.
Wait, what were you thinking at this time? We're like, oh sure, like
I think we kind of knew. We knew. And then so he comes out and he talks to us and he's just like there were some people on the spring break trip that were making portraits, like stuff like that.
Mhm.
And then
guilt trip.
yeah. And then he calls us out. It was me, my friend Jackson, then Jake. And then I got called in the office and they told me that I was going to get suspended for 3 days.
For what?
For fighting.
For fighting.
On the trip.
So did that guy?
And then, yeah, all of them.
Mhm.
And then we all left. And then they ended up talking.
Did you get kicked off the team or?
I wasn't going to be.
Mhm.
But then they called my mom and they're like, yeah, we're going to have to ask your son to leave. Like, it's like, we don't tolerate that. And like, they said, they asked me to leave, but like if I didn't leave, it probably would have been like an expulsion.
Why?
I don't know. They're weird. They're really like it wasn't like a bad fight or anything, like, but they're so strict.
So they just wanted you out of there.
Kinda, yeah.
And okay, so what about the other kids then? Did they get asked to leave?
No,
Why?
probably because I was always messing around, you know, like kind of just doing funny stuff in class. I got a lot of detentions
Yeah.
because at Okemos, getting a detention, it's pretty hard to be. You got to be really messing around to get a
Like
detention.
the easiest way to get a detention, for example, is like tardies. But they don't even like, they don't. That's like if you're excessively tardy. Like if you show up tardy like 3 times a week, like they're not gonna count you tardy.
Yep.
But other than that, like you have to be like disrespectful.
Yeah.
Like it's not that hard.
Yep.
I mean, it is hard to get a detention.
Yeah.
But continue.
And then at Lansing Catholic, things like chewing gum in class, out of uniform, running in the hallways, things like that.
Wait, out of uniform, like if you wore shoes or something like that, or
No, if you wore like the wrong uniform pants, like they have a educational outfitters designated pants they wear, but kids would always wear like straight pants that they get from like H&M or American Eagle or whatever. And they wouldn't enforce that real hard, but if they really wanted to get you for it, they would get you for it.
yeah.
Yeah, things like that. Like it's really hard. It's really easy to get a detention at Lansing Catholic. Ask any Lansing Catholic student, ex-student.
Probably all
graduate.
Catholic schools in general, probably.
Yeah, that's just how it is with Catholicism is like a stricter religion.
Mm-hmm.
If you're Catholic, if you know, you know.
And then you get asked to leave, and then what were your thoughts then? You're like shit, like
I was like, fuck, why did I do that? But then ended up finishing all my online classes pretty easy. It took me like a month, so I actually had like an extra 2 months to just be hanging out and doing stuff, you know.
And then you start working at McDanks.
Yeah, I was working at McDonald's when I went to Lansing Catholic. Got that job in around New Year's, I believe. I applied for it around December,
Mm-hmm.
and they called me back. I got the job, and yeah, I've been working there since then.
Shout out McDonald's.
Yep, shout out McDonald's.
But yeah, that's a crazy. So then you leave Okemos, and then basically, what was everybody's reaction? Like, did that everybody thought you got
Everybody
expelled?
was like, "Oh my God, what happened? Like why are you coming?"
That's when your clout, like, bing, like,
Yeah.
like that's
I
when
got
you
some clout for that.
Yeah, like you got
Yeah,
legend.
everybody was like, "What the heck?"
Like, X dies, Ben Johnson gets expelled. Everybody
Yeah.
loves you when you're not there.
Yep.
So wait, so like everybody starts hitting you up, like you get a bunch of like ads, like everybody's adding you. Everybody's like, "Oh, Ben, like we miss you," blah blah.
Yeah.
Blah. And then those other kids, they just went back to school.
Yep.
Are they still at Lansing?
Yeah. Yep.
The Toddy kid and
Yeah. Oh yeah. Jake Toddy's parents are pretty involved with the school. They're great people.
yeah, no hate though.
No hate. No hate on anybody. It was all just a big mix up. None of us did not like each other. We're all friends.
Mm-hmm. Do you still talk to him or?
Not so much Jake, but Jackson. Yeah.
What did Jackson do?
Jackson, we were messing around, and then I was like teasing with him, and he was pissed off, and he punched me right in the face.
Oh, okay.
But then like after that, like we made up, like, bro, sorry, dude, like that was just fucked up.
Wait, so after you did that, I'm trying to think. I don't know what I was gonna say. I forgot. But yeah, okay. So there you go. That's Ben Johnson's story right there. He
Yeah.
comes back to Okemos, chills out.
Yeah, grades are good, man. Like that's my main focus right
But the real question is, are you happy?
now. Am I happy? Yeah, I found some real friends. Honestly, not as much people from Okemos. Like if I Okemos, like if I like you, then I like you. But
No homo.
there's a lot of people from other schools that I really fuck with, like really heavily.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I met a couple of them.
Yeah, you met some of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there you go. That's Ben Johnson's story. That's where, kind of a crazy adventure. It's like almost like a John Lucas story, Like you have your highs and then your lows, and then
Yeah,
you kind of at coasting.
yeah. I want to continue on this.
And then Ben's moving in a month, so that's like a real big reason why.
Not like end of semester.
End of semester.
Had our open house today.
So tears.
I'll be driving in like 3 months though. I'll come back
You'll come back, hopefully. Come back on the podcast
for sure. I'll tell you about my new school.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah,
Update version.
Yes.
What happens if you go and then everybody hates you? They're like, fuck you. Like, we don't fucking like you. Whatever.
That's gonna fucking suck.
Is it a Catholic school?
No, it's just regular school.
Is it an all black school?
No, it's in a nice area. Not that that's like bad.
That's on camera.
Hey. It's okay, guys. It's a nice area.
I'm not
I'm sure that
racist.
I'm not racist, guys.
I just want to say the N word occasionally.
Sometimes. Out of love.
Out of love. Okay. Well, do you have any regrets?
Regrets? Yes.
Like, you want to get anything off your chest before we move on from your story? Like, from out of everything you just said, do you want to clear anything up, get anything off your chest? Whatever.
I regret what I did on that spring break trip heavily. I was a dumbass. I'm going to be honest with that. I'll come straight out and say it. I was stupid. And I made a dumb choice. But
You don't make
it's
dumb
stuff
choices.
like that. It's stuff like that that taught me. Things like that, like getting in trouble freshman year, getting all those detentions. Like, honestly, I feel like if I hadn't gone through that, I wouldn't have the mentality I was now. Because I had no drive, and it was sad, honestly. I was sad with myself. I was depressed about my situation.
Yeah.
And then I got back into things, started getting the swing. I'm like, hey, I gave myself a kick in the ass. I'm like, hey, you need to pull your shit together. Like I stopped thinking about my priorities being cool, doing all this swaggy stuff, trying to get attention. I'm like, You need to fucking get your shit together. Go get good grades and start planning for what's going to be in the rest of your life. High school is 4 years of your life. Like, think about that. How much of the rest of your life do you have?
That's the thing I kind of noticed about Ben. It's just like before, like I can always tell that he was always like what you said, kind of like always like wanted to do the cool thing or always talk to like the popular people.
Yep.
And you said like earlier that like you knew some people didn't like you, but you were still talking to them, and some people do that now to this day. Like they know they're not liked, but they still hang out with them because that's the only people that they need approval from, right? You kind of want approval from those people. But like now I notice about Ben, it's just like the simplest way, like he doesn't give a fuck. Like, he's gonna be himself. Like anywhere he goes, he'll be himself.
Yep.
Like he'll be with college people, he'll be himself.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can show him a new friend, he's not gonna be like, oh, like act different or whatever. He's gonna be like himself. And sometimes it doesn't work out.
It doesn't work out.
But sometimes it does work out. There's so many times you being you helps. Like that one part in Grand Ledge
Mm-hmm.
that we went to.
Was that in Grand? Oh, yeah. Yeah. When I went in the house, it was the garage one?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Still the weirdest party I've ever been to, but still. Or
I liked it. I
the
thought it was
one
okay.
party in East Lansing, though.
East Lansing.
The pinball
Go hard.
Pete's,
Go
yeah.
freaking hard.
But yeah. But did you, great transition, but did you see the MSU game? I know.
Rip.
I know.
Matt Lewerke. What a guy.
Matt, it's Brian.
Matt Lewerke.
Brian
Brian Lewerke, whatever the fuck his name is.
Well, give your
Not a
thoughts.
huge football guy, but I saw the game.
Give your thoughts. Hold on. I have to check the cameras real quick again.
Your thoughts? What was the final score of that game? It was like 17-7 or something.
It was 21-7.
21-7. What the heck? Well, we're ranked 24th. What's Michigan?
We're unranked now. Wait. We're unranked now. Sorry, guys. See, the reason why I'm standing up, because we got another camera,
Yeah.
and I'm pointing to it right now. But I have a camera guy, right? He was supposed to come this week. Some stuff happens. You're all busy. And he's not here. So, usually he would be checking the cameras, and because I usually don't be doing that. But today, he's not here. So just excuse that, the unprofessionalism on me. But it's the 1 year anniversary, and I have to give this podcast out. Like, I don't care because I love this thing. I love you guys. I haven't uploaded in 3 weeks. I feel horrible. I had to do something. So, this is the only time you'll ever see me get up mid-podcast and,
Yeah.
change the camera or whatever. But continue, my bad.
Yeah, the game was terrible.
I know.
Pinball Pete's cheered me up.
Yeah.
Always a good time at Pinball Pete's.
I went to the game. And
Yeah, you went to the game. Bought a $37 sweatshirt.
Oh, yeah. I told you that. Yeah. Okay, so I have this MSU sweatshirt, the gray one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was in the picture you posted.
I had that
Or,
one.
yeah.
No, we took a picture of that one.
Yep.
But I had one. And the reason why I said I had one is because I couldn't find it. I don't even know where it is today. And I was like, oh, I'm going to go to an MSU game. It's cold, and I have to bring something MSU, or everybody thinks I'm a Michigan fan in disguise. Because we're like, where the section we're at, it's the section where they put all the parents and sponsors at. So it's really close seats. And that's where, like, die-hard Michigan State fans are. So I'm a Michigan State fan too. Don't get it wrong. I love the green and white. I almost said green and blue. But I love
whoa.
I love the green and white. So I went to Walmart. I was like, oh, I'll just buy some MSU gear. I bought this like sweater, and I was like, it's Walmart, right? I'm like, oh yeah, it's probably like $10-15.
Yeah.
$37. I was like, whoa. Whoa. I was like, when is Walmart charging stuff $37? I'm like, okay, but it's MSU versus Michigan game, so I guess they have to get merch. But like, I was looking because like my friends were literally 10 minutes away from my house, so I didn't have time to go to a different store and buy something else. So I'm like, I'm at Walmart. I have to buy it. Like, I'm not buying a shirt because like it's Michigan weather. It's only like 12 degrees and I had to wear something warm, so now I bought that. It hurt my bank account. Obviously my wallet wasn't happy when I paid $37 for a trash sweater, but I'm gonna wear that in pride. But anyway, I go to the game, and it got delayed because of lightning. And everybody at the stadium was just pissed off because they're like, literally, there was no like rain, nothing or ever. Like we were just like, what? And then they delayed it for like what, an hour or something like that, or 40 minutes.
I think it was an hour.
An hour, yeah. So then
Yeah.
me and my friends went back to the car, and then we went back out. We went to the game, and then the game was like a close game. They scored first on like what, like in this first quarter, second quarter, whatever.
Yeah.
And then we were down 7-0 at halftime, and I was like, I knew it was gonna be a close game because they usually are close games. But what happened was that like basically what happened was, and this is from Michigan State perspective, fan perspective. A Michigan fan will give you a whole new story. They'll be like, "Our defense crushed it. Shea Patterson went off." But I would like obviously that's what happened. Like I'm not gonna discredit Michigan's win at all. Like they deserved to win that game. But just like any loss, there's reasons why you lose, right? There's not like it wasn't like Michigan just downright outplayed us. Like I feel like the big reasons why we lost when it comes down to it was injuries, right? Mm-hmm. 4 of our receivers were injured. Our first string receiver was injured. Second string receiver was injured. Fourth string receiver was injured. Fifth string like our third string was our first string basically. Mm-hmm. And I was at the game and like I was like, how are they gonna get all these like receivers to come in and out? Because usually you have like 3 to 4 receivers playing because people get tired. They had a corner playing at receiver. I was like, what? Like this guy was like, because I know this guy like Lane. I don't know, it was like Justin Lane or something like that. He's number 2. He's literally the starting corner on defense because I watched games. He's playing receiver. I'm like, bro, like that's how you know we need receivers. And then obviously like. Lewerke, he did horrible. Like he trash. Like I like Lewerke. I thought Lewerke was gonna prove that he was the second best, second or third best QB in the Big Ten. But honestly, he's in the lower tier because like I sorry for ranting, but let me tell you guys. I was at that game. I can tell you every single pass he completed. He went 5 for 25. First pass was to L.J. Scott. Second pass was to Brandon Hayward. Third pass was to Darryl Stewart. Fourth pass was to Brandon Hayward again. Fifth pass was to another corner that was playing receiver. Because I don't even know the guy's name. That's how much he doesn't even play. Let me just put it that way. So basically, I was at the game. I know every single pass he completed. And then play calling, man, I can go on and on about this game.
Simon's a huge football guy.
I'm a big it's not even football. I'm a big Michigan State. I'm a bleed green and white. I just hate. Ooh, I hate Michigan. I really don't like him. I really don't. It was so hard because like when 5 for 25, like that's 20%, like and when he caught that receiving touchdown, 7-7, I'm like, oh. Gonna be a close game. There's so many times we could have took the lead, get a field goal, like done something, and then credit to Michigan again, y'all, your defense, they clamped us up. Like I'm not gonna say that it was our fault. It was you guys. You guys were the main reason why we lost that game. I mean, you guys played against us.
Yeah, I was about to say
like your defensive. I would say your defense, like without your defense, it would have been a different game. Because like our receivers, they're not getting open. Lewerke, he's getting banged up every single play because the offensive line, And then our defense, like a Michigan fan can tell you, like we clamped on Michigan. Like it doesn't say it says 21-7, but holding Michigan to 21 points, that's not an easy task. And Michigan has a good offense, right? They have a good receivers, they have a good QB, they have a good running back. But when you put when you go 4 and out every single drive, your defense is going to get tired. And I think that's what happened. I mean, we only allowed a touchdown in the first, third, fourth. So I think, in my eyes, our defense played extremely well. But, it's just, it's like whatever. And then D'Antonio was coming out after the game. Brian Lewerke was injured. Like, bro, play someone else. Like, Adam, my friend Adam's just like, why didn't he play the backup QB with starters that week?
Yeah.
Like just get your backup QB. But then I looked up who the backup QB was. It's like this sophomore who's like, never played,
Yeah, not experienced.
not experienced, and it's unfair for like a person that's never played, like because he's only have one snap, right? It's unfair for him to come in against the biggest rivalry game,
Yeah.
and this is his first start. That's just asking for him to do bad.
Yep.
So I really felt bad for him that he had to go in the game because we were losing at that point. Like I left early because I knew from highlights that he went in the game, but like yeah. So that's my thoughts on the game. I mean, Elijah, he's a Michigan fan. He'll probably tell you the exact opposite. But like, and then LJ Scott, like, I really had hopes for the season. I loved LJ Scott, but it's just, man, I thought he was gonna do something else. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Like, I love LJ, but I thought he was gonna do more. And now we got Ohio State next week, and like, but there's that mini. Then hold up, did you see the thing? That guy who like ruined up the field.
He was right on the freaking Spartan helmet, just trashing the. He was a lineman.
And the thing is, like, so
that's disrespectful.
For people that don't watch college, Michigan, this guy was doing his warm up. This Michigan guy was doing his warm up, and he's warming up on, I don't know where he is.
It's like half field.
In Michigan State, every single game they do a pre-walk. They all lock arms, and then they walk.
Like an Okemos game.
Like an Okemos game. I mean, some football teams does this. They just lock arms, and they just walk across the field. They just do it just, to warm up or whatever. Mm-hmm. And Michigan State, they usually do it at a certain time, but they kind of did it a little late, right? I don't know why. I'm not the coach. Was it on purpose? Maybe. It's a rivalry game, so you want to piss off your opponents. But nonetheless, it's not that big of a deal, right? At any time, this man could just be like, he can just move off and come right back on 5 seconds or whatever. Or he could just duck his head. But while we're doing the pre-walk, he sees us coming. He knows we're coming. Mm-hmm. Still warms up. And it's just like, okay, obviously there's going to be collision, And obviously he knows we do this. It's not this is not like a freshman, right? He knows we've done this. So we walk past him, And is it the right thing? That's not my for here to say. I mean, from a Michigan State perspective, no. From a Michigan fan perspective, yes, right? Or opposite, whatever. Mm-hmm. And we walk right by him, And obviously there's an altercation. He gets pissed off, whatever. So then in his mind, he's just like, oh, this is how I'm gonna get back. Starts ripping up the turf. Starts, whatever. Like it's just not classy.
I'm surprised he didn't get in trouble for that.
Exactly. It's like I'm surprised. No consequence. I mean, it's just like whatever. Like like at least prove it on the field, and they proved it on the field. Congrats to Michigan on the win. But like it's just whatever. Like it's just disrespect. And then the Michigan fans just like, oh, why did they have to do that? It's just like, bro, it's not that hard to ask someone to like leave and come back. Like I'm not asking you. Like it doesn't even matter if you're warming up. You're probably doing stretches, bro. Like, it's not like you're doing drills or whatever, because no one was even on the field at the time. So it's just like, bro, can you just go on the sideline? Like, just, I don't know, man. It's a rivalry game, so, like, I'm not surprised that, like, trash talk and all that stuff. All those, like, what was it? Unsportsmanlike conducts.
Yep.
I'm not surprised by that. But it's just, this game really, it really.
I can tell right now that you are heated.
I'm trying to be as calm as possible.
If you're watching this on YouTube, you're seeing Simon.
You can just tell when I listen to this back. Well, I'm just trying to be calm, but like I'm mad because it's just like because now every single and then that Winovich guy, the blonde hair guy, he's just like, let me try to find the audio of him trash talking, because this really when I saw this, it really set me off my edge.
When did this happen?
So CBS or Fox or whatever, whoever records the game. They did an interview with Winovich because he had a good game or whatever. And then, let me find it. Was it this one? No. He goes on the game, and then, wait, this is, sorry, so he goes on the game. Yeah, okay, well, I can't find it. So I thought Bleacher Report had the video. Yeah. But anyway, basically, this is what happened. So after the game, Michigan wins, right? And then they interview Winovich, and they're like, oh, yeah, so, like, what are your thoughts on the game? And he's just like, oh, yeah, like, I called them out earlier, and I said we're going to win, and then we just started. They weren't prepared and we were all ready. I'm like, okay, whatever. It's just trash talk. Like I don't care. But then he's just like, but sometimes when your little brother starts acting up, you gotta put him in your place and then take over. And that really just like bro.
But what happened last year though? What
Like
happened
it's
last
like
year?
exactly like it's like it's
Michigan State was pretty classy about it.
it's like every time Michigan State, like that's the thing about the coaches. The difference is the coaches. Like when Michigan State
Harbaugh's
wins,
disgusting.
when they win, it's like you don't see anybody talking trash. Even like LG Scott, you don't see him saying like, oh yeah, who's the little brother now? Whatever. It's
Yeah.
like maybe the Antonio throws a joke out there, but it's like it's a rivalry game.
Yep.
It's different when a coach versus a player.
It's about respect. It's all about respect.
But when a player's just like, when your little brother gets out of hand, it's just like I know I would lose. I'm skinny, but like I almost just wanted to get one good sneak it from the behind, get one good sneak it, and then die right after that. Because I would honestly, I would go to a hospital for that because I know that man would destroy me. And any type of he makes me look like a beta standing next to him. But like I'm willing to go down for that type of disrespect, because it's just like, man, I don't even want to talk about the little sister thing because we can go on forever. But man, I just had to get that off my chest.
Yeah, that was a rant. That was quite a rant.
Yeah,
It's not even a podcast. It's a rant recording.
Oh shoot, I forgot, man. I got you some gifts for the 1 year anniversary.
The 1 year anniversary. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, hold on.
So we've got
Sorry.
some gifts to see.
If our cameraman was here, I would get the gifts for us. But hold on.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Sorry, guys.
Just a little technical difficulties in the Loser Island podcast here.
Camera keeps dying, but it's okay.
Yep.
Okay, so I was gonna give this to Matthew and you. I went shopping, but Matthew canceled last minute. So you get all the gifts.
Thank you.
So first thing, I got you some cards.
We're gonna have to play sometime.
Yeah.
One of these days.
And then I got you some candy, some
Sour Patch?
Yeah.
Good looks.
And then sometimes when you do stuff on the weekend, your breath stink. So I got you some.
No.
Got you some.
Got me the
mouthwash.
freaking
I
mouthwash.
got you, just some light.
Thank
So-
you, Simon.
Yeah, that's all yours. You can do whatever you want with that. I don't care.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, man. Thank you for being on, bro.
Of course.
Anything you? What was I gonna say? Real quick, do you wipe your butt front to back or back to front?
Back to front. Go from the bottom, come up.
No, front to back is like front of your butt, back of your butt.
Front to back.
Okay, I was to say, bro. Like that's because you said back to front. I was like, bro, come
No, nobody goes like this.
on. People do.
Who?
I know some people.
What the
I
heck?
won't say on the podcast, but I know.
I don't know. Like it's like a little digger or something. Like it's like an excavator.
I don't know, Chief.
That's not it. That ain't it.
What else? Would you rather? Wait, I saw something. Oh yeah, so like before we end the podcast, well, you can if you're listening, you can end right here.
Yeah.
But this is just like
A bonus.
this is filler. We'll just call this the filler part.
Yeah.
So, if I listened to this one podcast called The Basement Yard. So,
Okay.
And then they were talking about this scenario, and I wanted Matthew here, but whatever. You're kind of a baseball guy, so you would understand this.
Okay. Yeah.
So, let's say, who's a good baseball player right now?
Oof. I'm trying to think. There's one really good guy. I know his name. I swear. I'm not like a huge. I play this sport.
Let's just say Miguel Cabrera.
He's pretty good.
Okay,
He's
let's say
awful.
that the record for the most home runs in a season, right, is 70. I'm pretty sure that's 70.
Sure. Say 70.
Well, anyway, let's say Miguel Cabrera. Excuse my French, but Miguel Cabrera. Cabrera
Yeah.
he breaks the home run record, right? And you catch the ball.
Do you give it back to him?
Would you give it back?
Man, he's gotta strike me a deal. He's gotta go Shark Tank.
Exactly.
He's gotta go Shark Tank on my ass.
Wait, what happens? He says like, "Hey, can I get the ball back?" And
And I say, yeah.
you
What can I get from you?
yeah, I like that though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
You gotta make him like, and then you gotta be like, oh, okay, making a deal.
exactly. But like, I kind of get it from their perspective.
Yep.
But wait, so if you caught it, but you're gonna run out instantly, right? You're calling the police. Like, I need security.
Yeah.
Cause like,
I'm shoving that shit in my freaking pants.
oh,
bro.
definitely.
Like it will be touching my
Yeah,
dick.
exactly. Like, you can't be, cause people about to be like, hey, nah.
That was mine. I caught it.
But like, how much would you go for? Cause that's like, last person that broke the record, he sold it for 3.4 million. Now, let me ask you this question: would you sell it on eBay?
I'd list it and see how much I could get for it.
B?
Then counter that. Then I'd ask him if he wants to counter that offer. If he wants to lowball me, it's going to the biggest buyer.
Okay, or season tickets for the rest of your life.
Selling it, I could buy season tickets for $3.4 million for the rest of my life.
No, but you don't know if it's gonna go for 3.4.
If it doesn't,
I mean, what's the lowest? Okay, but if you, let's say that you went to him for, like, what happens if he just DM'd you on Instagram, like, hey, you blah blah blah, like, I want the ball. Like, how much are you willing to? How low? Like, no.
how low would I be willing to go?
Yeah, how low were you willing to go? Because like, this man McGraw, like, he makes millions, but like,
Depends. I'd say make me an offer. I wouldn't really know. I would 750.
like
1,000.
7 figures or 6 figures.
Six figures.
750K.
Yeah.
I'm not a baseball guy, but like, he's got to be my friend. And I'm kidding, but I don't know. It's such a tough situation because like, it's such a rare opportunity. Like, he's not gonna. If first of all, we both know like we're not gonna throw the ball back because that's just gay.
Yeah. No.
Like, this man he does not give a single fuck about me. Like, he doesn't even know I'm there.
Yeah.
He only cares because I have what he has.
Yeah.
And you can be like, oh, he worked his whole life for it, okay? And that's valid, but it's just like,
I paid for my ticket.
that's such a, like, that's an honest like valid reason to give it back. But it's just like, bro, I don't have to worry about college. I don't have to worry about marriage. Like, I don't have to worry about expenses for like the next 7 years if
Yeah.
And it's just like, I'm just like, and it's not like I'm not willing to give it back. But
Yeah.
like,
I mean, of course. Of course
we-
you're not. What are you gonna do with it? Like.
exactly.
I mean,
Like, I'm
the
not gonna
money-
keep it on my shelf. Like,
Yeah.
I know. Like, I guess like if you're like that, then yeah. I mean, I guess that's a reason to keep it. But it's just like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm putting it in a case, make sure it doesn't touch anything else but my hand.
I'm putting the safety deposit box at the bank.
I got a baseball case. I'm just keeping it there just in case anything happens to it. Make sure it doesn't even whatever. It's airtight and everything.
Okay, here's a spin off on that situation. This is when you're growing up and you got kids and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so imagine this. You've seen The Sandlot, right? Mm-hmm. Your kid takes the ball, plays it at the park, and loses it. What do you do?
Oh, he loses it?
Yeah.
I'm beating the shit out of my kid. I'm beating the shit out of my kid. Are you kidding me?
750,000.
That's not even 700.
He's getting a whooping.
That's
He's
not
getting
even
a whooping.
700.
That's my offer. That's not even what we could get for it.
You could probably get like, bro, 3 million at 2003.
Ooh.
Just imagine now.
Yeah.
That's like 5 maybe
to 10
6.
million.
Yeah, maybe
Anywhere from 5 to 10.
eBay, Amazon. You don't even put the buy now price. You just put bidding, and you
Yep.
start off at 100K.
Mm-hmm.
And you wait for that. You wait a month.
No.
You don't even gotta check. That's like a stock, bro. And my kid loses it, he better either go get it
Or run
he-
away.
or not come home. And I'm being 100% honest right now. Like, you guys think I'm joking, but like, just imagine that's like equivalent of like someone giving you a briefcase of 1 million and then he just takes it right back. Like, you're gonna feel so depressed
Yeah.
because then it's just like shit. Like, nah.
Yeah, like that's like amount of money like you gotta be
Like,
really
bro, that's your
banking on
college fund that you just lost. You know that,
Yeah.
right? Like, that's your next 6 Christmas presents that you just, and birthday gifts. Like, I hope you have a job coming up because I ain't paying for anything.
that. Yep.
Like, oh man, I wish my kid would do that. But I would probably hide it from him. Honestly, I wouldn't even put it in a.
Safety deposit box at the bank.
I'll probably put it at.
A vault.
I don't even trust the bank. I'll just put it
Bury safe.
low key, dig a hole.
Just dig a hole.
Just straight up
Forgets where
dig.
the hole is.
You digging for baseball.
Just in your backyard digging
911.
hundreds of holes.
Exactly. But nah, that's just, I don't know, man. Because it's just, man, that's so much money, bro. And then spin off of that, people are like, happiness, money doesn't come from happiness or whatever. Money doesn't. What is that saying?
Money doesn't buy happiness.
Money doesn't buy happiness, bro.
Think about that.
Yes, it does. I'm sorry. Are you on the opposite? Do we agree on that?
Yeah.
If DeMar DeRozan said, "I wish I can give everybody $1 million so they can experience what I'm going through," I'm like, bro, you don't even have to give me $1 million. Just give me $1,000.
Happiest kid on earth.
I will not complain at all. You can beat me up. I won't complain.
Give me $100. Give me a 20.
No.
No, I got me 1,000.
1,000, minimum 1,000, right? 3K, whatever. Gay guy can rape me. I won't even complain. I would not even report to the police. I'll let him walk free, honestly. I swear to God, I can get shot, kneecaps, decapitated.
Ooh.
I'm buying a prosthetic leg. Like, like,
yeah.
Whoa, it's just so simple. Just let me, I have no money right now. Like, I got money, but like teenager wise, I got no money. I'm still supporting this.
Yeah.
And
this endeavor, yeah.
And I don't make any money off this, right? And if I could, I would. But I don't make money off it. Not
Sponsors.
Yet. Hopefully, maybe. But anyways, long story short, money does buy me happiness, buys him happiness, buys me education, buys me a car, buys me, I don't know, no.
They say if they say money doesn't buy happiness, but
And you haven't lived
think
life.
about it. Is being homeless and broke happiness? I mean, even those people that spend like $500 a month traveling the world like cheap and they say they're living the best life, that's still money. You have to do that with money. Like, you can have the best time of your life, but you're not going to be able to do it off a pocket full of rocks.
I wish, whereas like sometimes it's just like, bro, think about it though. It's like when you're rich, it's just like, I wish I can be rich, so it's just like I don't even have to worry about buying something. It's just like, oh, I can't buy this because I'm gonna go under 100, or I can't buy this because I want to
swipe the card and go.
I want to save until this. It's like, no, I'll just buy it, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's how Drake does it. Like, Drake doesn't be like,
Yeah.
ooh,
When he
that's
went into Walmart,
It's-
everybody's groceries are free.
bro.
I wish that would happen to me.
Bro, where is that Walmart? Let
Dude.
me go to that Walmart right now. So I,
Just camping there until Drake comes back.
bro, just imagine though. Everything's Walmart. You're grabbing everything. Everything.
How much do you think you spent that day?
At least $3 million. You know how many people are in Walmart? There's no way there's 10 people in Walmart.
Yeah, there's probably like at least 50, and they're dropping.
And yeah, you already know they're getting flat screens. Kids are like, can I get this? Like, Drake's paying, so get as much as he can.
Yeah.
Groceries, everything. I mean, come on, it's Walmart too. So you already know, like, bro, that don't even entertain me with those ideas, because like everything, that's just their dream. Those stuff you just dream.
Yeah.
Like LeBron says, like, Simon, I'm taking you out to shopping. And
Yep.
Like, oh, wow.
Balling out.
Just imagine he did that in a H&M store. The H&M would actually lose all their clothes.
Yeah, I literally. What is it? H&M is like $3 for like a T-shirt.
No, it's expensive.
H&M?
Yes.
Well, I mean, like clearance rack, they have some good shit. They'd be like $5 T-shirts. Like
okay, yeah,
$10
but like the good stuff I'm talking about.
Yeah, you're right.
Like
You're right.
$60 for a sweatshirt.
Yeah.
But man, money buys you happiness.
Shit. That's money makes the world go round.
Right, you spin me right round.
That's a great song.
By Flo Rida?
Not by Flo Rida, by the original. I forgot his name, but it's a great song.
I don't know who. But anyway, that's gonna be it for the podcast.
Yep.
Crazy ending, man.
Yeah.
Thank you again for the 1 year anniversary. I know we haven't posted up in 3 years, but hey, at least you're posting something, you know. Any last words, Ben?
Shout out to Simon. Got me some dope gifts. Had a great time.
Yeah.
Hope got the mouthwash on deck. I hope you guys can learn from me. Learn to focus on yourself. You are your own person and make your own choices. Just remember that, everybody.
Yep.
God bless.
God bless. Peace.
Peace out.
That's it.
Sick.